Was Prince Harry spotted last night at the Met Gala without Meghan Markle? Can you hear the plates at Montecito Royale smashing right now? Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef the Alter Nerd, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to another dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught me eye, and oh my goodness. Yeah, let's jump into this madness, shall we? Now, just as a little side note, if you didn't catch one of my Daily Nerds from yesterday, you might want to watch it straight after. Was Megzy spotted at the Met Gala with Anna Wintour? I've enjoyed putting this video together. I'm sure you're going to get a laugh or two out of that one. But in the meantime, I was, scrolling through Twitter as you do. And oh my goodness, this clip was all over my Twitter feed, guys. And so this one at Carmen in USA, she shared the clip and said, Prince Harry at the Met Gala 2024. First look, wow, he got himself a real job. Of course, Megzy, even if she wore her puffed red dress, wasn't invited. Anna Wintour, editor-in-chief of Vogue, loves the late Queen Elizabeth, and we all know that she does, right? But look at this clip right here. Was Hazard spotted at the Met Gala without Megzy? Take a look. Oh my goodness. Like, look, right? The ginger hair. I mean, even where the bald spot is and everything, right? His build, what he looks like. This looks like Prince Hazard, doesn't it, really, in the grand scheme of things? However, of course, it's not Prince Harry, but a really, really good doppelganger for Hazard, right? And we've got here at UK Royalty saying, why is Prince Hazard's doppelganger fixing trains on the Met Gala 2024 red carpet? They need to hire him as a body double. Even the bald spots are right. And do you know what? Oh, hell yeah. This dude, whoever he is, could be a bona fide Prince Hazard, doppelganger, body double, whatever you want to call it, right? Now, a lot of you might be thinking, well, that makes sense, seeing as, their children are all body doubles, this, that, and the other, and they're not real, blah, blah, blah. Whichever way you land on that debate, okay, respect to you. Personally, I believe that they are real. Let's just put that out there. However, this dude, I can see quite clearly, of course, he's not Prince Hazard, but could make a very, very good body double doppelganger for Hazard for, of course, security purposes, right? Because we all know they like the security and their privacy, blah, 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 right? But where is Prince Harry instead? Well, he's on this side of the pond, unfortunately. He's in the UK right now. Whistle-top store for the 10th anniversary of the Invictus Games in London. But guess what? The king just can't be bothered to meet his backstabbing son. Yeah. Now, ahead of the service, Hazard visited Armoury House this afternoon for an Invictus Games discussion called Realising a Global Community, hosted by Louise Minchin. Yeah, realising that a global community will pay for the expensive hotel rooms, clothes, makeup, transport, security, whatever, in my opinion, conspiracy theory. Yeah, we all know, right? We all know. But of course, has a hope to meet the king during his trip. And even though the event was just 3 miles away from where the king was, which was at Clarence House, yeah, the king's like, I don't think so, dude. Harry spokesperson saying today, quote, in response to the many inquiries and continued speculation on whether or not the Duke will meet with his father while in the UK this week, it unfortunately will not be possible due to His Majesty's full programme. The Duke, of course, is understanding of his father's diary of commitments and various other priorities and hopes to see him soon. I just wished that Hazard was that understanding the last 4 or 5 years, after all the attacks that he and Megzy have flung the royal family's way, right? But no, he's understanding now, right, guys? Reacting to the news, royal expert Richard Palmer said, quote, "It's surprising if the King and Harry are not meeting at all, and perhaps a sign of how much bridge building still needs to be done." Now, personally, for me, it is not surprising that King Charles is not even wanting to entertain a meeting with Prince Hazard, let alone actually follow through with it. Why? Well, again, everything that Hazard has done in the last 4 or 5 years, right? Now, I would bet good money any day of the week that Prince William would not have the time of day for Prince Hazard. And similarly for King Charles as well. King Charles, a little bit of an outside chance that he would actually change his mind and meet up with his son. Let's be real here. But I'd be like 100% sure Prince William will just not want to entertain Prince Hazard. 95% sure the same for King Charles. Do you know where I'm coming from there, guys? But yeah, Richard Palmer also says there's been much media speculation that father and son would meet. While that always looked like guessing, I'd have guessed they would meet too. Well, like I said, I guess the opposite. I'm like, yeah, no, I don't think it's going to happen. Now, Hazard is understood to have various Invictus Games commitments today, including further meetings and a dinner later on this evening. And tomorrow, he's going to be at St. Paul's Cathedral, essentially celebrating a decade since the Games actually started in London back in 2014, where he's actually set to give a reading at a service of Thanksgiving. And where was King Charles instead? Well, he was photographed being driven from Windsor Castle before arriving at Clarence House in London, which again was just 3 miles away from Hazard. But King was like, I don't think so, mate. The King then later held an audience nearby at Buckingham Palace with the Prime Minister of Fiji, Sitveni Rabuka, and if I've mispronounced that, I really do apologise. Now, Richard Eden, who is the Daily Mail diary editor and broadcaster, do follow him on Twitter because he's got a lot of really good takes. This one really tickled me, actually. He writes, King Charles has checked his diary and found there is no time to meet the son who has made a fortune from attacking his family. I read that tweet and I was like, yes. Snaps for Richard Eden right now. I'm like, yes, I am loving the sass, loving the snide, loving the shade. I'm like, that is it. That is it. That is why the King is like, no, you are not going to be in my presence because you have made a fortune of attacking this family. Get bent. There's the door. Bye, Felicia. Close it on the way out kind of situation. Now, what is going on with Megxie during this whole situation? Well, she suffered a fresh blow ahead of Hazard returning to the UK. And so her approval rating has remained unchanged at 25%. This is the thing, though. Compare it to other members of the royal family. Oh, she's screwed. This is an absolute kick in the teeth for her because you've got Princess of Wales, Princess Catherine, receiving the largest bump in popularity, going from 59% to 69%. So essentially, Princess Catherine is nearly 3 times more popular than Megxie. So, Sussex Squad, sugars, you can suck it. We also have King Charles's approval rating, which increased from 52% to 56%. So he has over double the popularity than Megxie. And then Queen Camilla, she went from 40% to 45%. So nearly double the popularity than Megxie. Again, sugars, you can suck it. Team Royal Family all the way. Now, just to give you a little bit of an idea of where this poll came from, it was conducted by Ipsos for the Mail and 2,116 adults took part. Ipsos is a very, very well-respected, well-known polling agency. And for those that are a little bit curious, the most unpopular member of the royal family, I'm sure you could have guessed it by now, remains Prince Andrew. He has an approval rating of 12%. But good news for Prince Andrew, he actually increased his rating. It was at 11% back in 2023. So he has achieved what Megxie could not, improve his popularity rating. Oh, that is a kick in the teeth and a kick in the butt for Megxie in that regard. Oh my goodness. But yeah, with that being said, bringing it around a full circle, yeah, was Prince Hazard actually spotted at the Met Gala in 2024 without Megxie? Well, his doppelganger stroke body double definitely was. With that being said, if you appreciated this video and you want more, and believe me, of course there's going to be more, then make sure you subscribe to join our Alter Nerd tribe. I'll be honest with you, help us get to 1 million now so we can get that gold play button right there and hopefully cause a Christopher Boozy meltdown and Meghan Markle meltdown on Instagram. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever's. Also, as well, if you've got some very strong opinions about Hazard and Megzy not being at the Met Gala this year, and I bet you do, then make sure you send me a super thanks. It's just below this video right here. We can have a conversation about this because it does guarantee a response from me. And until the next time, you guys, laters.